Hey everyone, Sidewalk Runner here, Sidey for short, and welcome to another episode of Food Friday. I hope you're staying safe and eating well. On our last episode, we did bread, and I've been practicing it now for a couple weeks, and so far it's been working out pretty well. But it got me thinking, can I challenge myself and go a little bit further? Well, just like running down a sidewalk and you see a branching off path, do you continue down the path that you know, or do you branch off and go somewhere less traveled? Well, today we're going less traveled. Today we're making bagels. When you get down to it, bagels are essentially bread, but they're made just a tad bit different. But to start with, we have the same basic ingredients. Here we have 3.5 cups of bread flour, not all-purpose flour, bread flour, higher gluten. We also have here 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, and of course, the also important instant yeast. We're using instant yeast this time, not the regular active dry. To make the dough, first we're gonna simply add all these dry ingredients. So we have our bread flour, whatever happened to you? Now before we introduce the wet ingredients, we gotta mix this guy up. And so we shall. Now this is the part where we introduce the wets, and that's where I'm gonna go get me some water. And now we are ready to mix. Simply your hand, clean hands of course, make sure you wash them quite thoroughly. Now it calls for 1.5 cups of warm water. This is at about 115, 120 degrees Fahrenheit, so we're gonna go ahead and pour this guy in. Now we're looking for a smooth consistency, which you may not necessarily need all of this, or maybe you will. It depends on, basically just trial and error for yourself. So I'm gonna pour a bit in here already. Gonna mix it around. That should be good enough for the moment. All right, our dough ball is ready to rock, and I just gotta put it inside this guy. So I have here some oil. So lightly oiled, just a little bit. Oh yeah, I have a small table under there. So lightly oil this guy. You know, that's a beautiful mound. Put it in here, hold it around a little bit. Now, if I can wrap this without slicing my hand for once, it'll be a miracle. Maybe I shouldn't be around the kitchen. And just like that, we now have our dough ball sitting in there. Alexa, set a timer for an hour.
1 hour, starting now.
Good, Alexa. Alexa, who's the man?
You are.
You know it. So now we play the waiting game. So let's cut to some footage of me riding my bike. I got that right. I'm gonna drop this off. The dough is risen. Actually, a little bit, I can see that it's bigger than it was before. I don't remember how to unwrap this thing. Nah, to heck with it. Yeah, down with ya. That's how you open up these things. And ooh, look at that. Smells yeasty. Looks good. Gotta punch it down. Maybe not that hard. Get this guy kind of holy. So we're gonna divide this guy out after punching it down, of course. Divide it into equal parts. You know, I could just, this could just be pizza. It'd just be big pizza slices without any cheese or tomato sauce. So we're gonna try a couple methods here. First one was always told to me is that you kind of roll it into like a ball, like, I don't even know how exactly. It's like you're supposed to cup it and roll it around. It feels a little weird. And it's supposed to look something like this, and then you push your finger down, or your thumb or whatever, and then you like make a hole and then like turn it around like this, almost like you're making it into like a rubber band, which I guess that's correct, I guess. And then I guess, hey, it's the first bagel. And we gotta put these somewhere, so here I have my little pan here. So that's one method, is to do the roll method and punch down it. But the other method that I've learned is actually one that I want to try out, and I think it might actually work the best, we're gonna find out, is roll this guy into about a foot-long log. Kind of make it as even as you possibly can. And you take it, wrap your hand around, and then, wrap your hand around, and then kind of mush the middle portion there. And hey, there we go, another bagel. Although this one's a bit wide, maybe I made it too long. That's okay. There's another one. Oh, and by the way, when we sit here and wait for 10 minutes, make sure to cover these guys in a warm, damp towel to let them rise. All right, so our water's boiling, maybe a little too much. Easy, Seabiscuit. And we're using organic barley malt syrup. This stuff smells so weird. Okay, so water's boiling. It's got 1.5 tablespoons of the barley syrup in here. Got our bagels. So the idea is first boil them 1.5 to 2 minutes per side. I'm gonna aim for 2 minutes, and then we're gonna see how they fare. We're gonna put them off to the side, let them rest for a second. We're gonna put on our toppings, which will include an egg wash on the top and some everything but the bagel sesame, which is why we're providing the sesame. I'm gonna do maybe half and half. So first one in, we're gonna put it in. Please tell me it floats. It floats! It floats! They float! Perfect! That's what I wanted. I can throw a third in there. And 3, there we go. You two, you guys share the pool, but you guys gotta separate. So I'm just gonna pat these guys down a bit. A little dryness. Just a little bit. This is the part where we season these bad boys. Look at this guy. Oh, we ran out. Or did we? Okay, so notice I actually have a pan of water down there. That's to help the bagels bake a little bit nicer. So just keep it down there. A few cups is fine. It's just mostly for steam. And we just put this inside of here. We're gonna bake this for 15 to 20 minutes. So all of our bagels are inside baking for 15 to 20 minutes at about 425. So let's cut to me crossing the finish line at the 2017 Publix A1A Marathon. Bagels, bagels, I've got bagels. Boom, 8 bagels. Maybe I should have done a dozen, whatever. These guys look beautiful. These are the ones that I left plain. So we're gonna do it from the side here and take a look on the inside. And the cross section here, not bad. They're gonna look a little different depending on how you approach it. Maybe the steam wasn't necessary, I'm not sure, but tastes pretty good otherwise. It is a little bit underdone and I have to cook it a little longer, but other than that, it does taste like a bagel. And there we have it, homemade bagels, and it actually didn't take that long. Yeah, the organic malt syrup is a little expensive, but for the most part, it's the same as making bread, just taking a little bit of extra care to make sure that they're boiled and baked properly. And that's gonna be it for this Food Friday in the Concrete Kitchen. I wanna thank everyone for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and comment down below if there's other recipes you'd like me to try out. And until we bake again, have a happy Food Friday, keep on running.